Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Tanelia. In today's video, we are going to be doing a luxury haul and try on. If you guys have been with me for any period of time, you know that I'm usually more on the affordable side over here. Affordable, budget-friendly, drugstore, as well as indie brands. I don't really do a lot of high-end luxury makeup over here, but I was on QVC on their website looking for the new IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Spot Concealer because I really wanted to try it. QVC has like all the IT Cosmetics products. I do have a Q card, so I thought, what the heck, I'll see what they have over there. And while I was over there, I decided to go ahead and see what else they had. I ended up doing a more kind of luxury, higher end haul on QVC. Any of you guys who have ever shopped with them, if you have a Q card, you know you can split up the payment until like 3, 5, 6 months. That's the pro. The con, though, is I don't know if the products are coming from like different warehouses or something like that, or if some products are sent directly from the brands. But you can make a big order of like 10 products and they send it in like 10 different shipments. So you have to wait for all of your products to get there before you have everything you need. And that's basically what I had to do, but everything is finally here. I do have pretty much a full face of products here. There will be some that I'll just have to kind of slide in and insert as we go along, starting with primer. I did not pick up a new primer in this haul, so I'm just going to use my e.l.f. gripping primer. This is a drugstore. This is not luxury. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on as well as my foundation. The foundation that I'm going to put on today is also, it's nothing new. This is the One Size Trim Up the Base BB Cream from Patrick Starr. Really been enjoying this. When I first purchased this, I was not like a huge fan, but I'd only used it like a couple of times. I didn't really use it enough to be able to form a full, impression of it, but I did have this in my recent Shop My Stash, so I've been using it a lot more, and I do like it. It's still not one of my favorite foundations, but I have been enjoying it more. So I'm going to throw these on, and then we're going to come back and try on the concealer. I picked up 2 shades of the new IT Concealer. This is the Bye Bye Dark Spot Corrector and Serum. So this is really supposed to be for like dark spots, but I'm going to put it under my eyes as well. The reason I have 2 shades is I originally picked up medium neutral, and then I realized this was going to be too light, so I went back and I got tan neutral. If this one ends up working well, then I will just pass this one on to my daughter. So the way that this is made, on the top, there's like a little sponge applicator or a little brush. I don't know why they put that on there. I mean, I guess it's to look fancier and to be a little bit different, but I will not be using it right there. It's kind of stiff, so I just don't see myself actually using that for any purpose. That is our doe foot. It's kind of small, kind of round. I'm going to apply a little bit under my eyes. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be the correct shade. The other one was it was going to be a little bit too light. This is a pricier concealer compared to the ones that I usually get, but I knew that even though that other one was a little bit lighter, I could just give it to my daughter. It would work for her. Her skin tone's a little bit lighter than mine. I'm going to take my Total Face Sponge from e.l.f. here. We're going to start blending it in. This is the first product that I've ever used from IT Cosmetics, if you can believe it. I've seen other products that I have been tempted to try, but I've never really like taken the plunge. But I really wanted to try this concealer. And so far it's looking nice. This shade, once again, medium neutral. It's actually working pretty well for me. I'm going to do just a couple more dots under the eyes. Just right in here. You would think that if this is made to cover dark spots, and it would cover dark circles as well. They're both dark. I'm really liking the way that's looking under the eyes. It's really smooth. I'm not getting like a bunch of creasing or anything. So far I'm liking it. The only thing in this haul that I didn't get from QVC is the new Tower 28 Sculptino. This is their sculpting contour cream, but I'm going to use it as a bronzer. They only had 4 shades. This one is Getty. The one that was deeper than this one was way too deep. This one I'm hoping will be just right and not like too light. So hopefully that will work for me. I do wish that the shade range was a little bit more. 4 shades is not bad, but when the 2 shades that are within your range can be too light or too dark, yeah, they could use a couple more shades in this. We're going to use my F13 from AOA Studio. I really like this one for like cream bronzers, cream blush, and I'm just kind of tipping or tapping in here. We're just going to start applying it. Hopefully it's not too light. Like I said, the other shade was just too dark. But that's not bad. Actually, I think it's actually going to work. It's more on like that kind of cooler tone because really it is a contour, but I don't really contour. I bronze. I've never been a contour person. We're just going to blend this out. And so far, I think it actually looks pretty good. I think it's going to work pretty well for me as a bronzer. I may go back on Sephora and go ahead and order the deeper shade and then maybe combine the two. I do like the way this one is looking and it blended out beautifully, but I may go ahead and go back on Sephora and get the deeper shade and mix the two. Maybe where it, where higher end luxury makeup is concerned, this one is actually pretty affordable. It's not, way up there in price. All right, so I also do not have a setting powder, so I'm going to go ahead and set with my KimChi Chic Puff Puff Pass banana powder, and then we're going to come back and move into, I think, brows is the next thing that I picked up, so we'll move into that next. I almost forgot to mention that with each one of those IT concealers, they sent me a IT Cosmetics makeup bag, so I'm probably going to throw these in a future giveaway. I finally made it to 1,800 subscribers, and I'm telling you guys, this seems like it took forever to get here, but I'm finally at 1,800 subscribers. I was planning to do a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers, but who knows how long it's going to take me to get there. So I think sometime in the next month or so, I am going to announce a giveaway. I'll probably have more than one winner, and I'll go ahead and I'll throw these bags in that giveaway as well. All right, so moving into brows, I did pick up a new brow pencil. This is from a brand I've never used before. It is Belle Beauty. I like the fact that they put the brow pencil in like a sealed up little Ziploc baggie here. I got my pencil in dark brown. On one end, there's a spoolie. This is a twist up with a little slim point, which is the type of pencil that I like to go for. So I'm going to go ahead and spoolie my brows real quick. I like to do this just to kind of clean everything up. Brush out any powder or foundation that may have gotten into the brows. And then we're going to give this pencil a try. I love slim tips like this. I find slim point brow pencils are just a lot easier for me to work with. Like I've mentioned before, I'm not into like brow gels or brow wax or brow powder or anything like that. I just like a regular pencil. Slim points are the best, and this is going on really nice. The shade is good. Seems to be going on really smooth. So far, so good. Have any of you guys tried anything from Belle Beauty before? QVC, is known for some of those brands that you don't really see anywhere else, like Mally Beauty, stuff like that. I don't think I've ever tried anything from Mally Beauty except for that collaboration that she did with RuPaul, which was extremely disappointing. But generally, QVC is not one of the websites that I generally shop from. I'm going to finish filling in my brows and then we'll move into blush and highlighter. For blush and highlighter, QVC had this little double pack. It's from Tarte. It's the blush tape and the glow tape. The blush is in peach and the highlighter is in golden glow. So we're going to try these out and give the blush a try first. I did talk about these in a Will I Buy It? And at first I wasn't really interested. But since I did see them on QVC, and when you get them in, one thing that QVC also does, they'll have like bundles, so you can get things in like a little bundle and it costs less than it would for like individual things on Sephora. This reminded me a lot of the one from Charlotte Tilbury, which I have not tried yet. I haven't tried any of those. These were, I can't even remember. I think it was like $38 or something for both. The blush from Charlotte Tilbury is like $42 each, and so I don't think I'm ever going to take that plunge, but I'm going to take this. I'm assuming this is a glowy blush, so I'm just going to put some dabs on my face. And then I'm going to take this little brush from Profusion, if I can speak. This little angle brush, one of the brushes that I do like to use whenever I'm doing like a cream or liquid blush. That's pretty. It's not like super pigmented. On me, this is probably going to work more as a highlighter than it will a blush. If you're into something that's like super glowy, you might like this, but for me personally, this will work more as like a pinky highlighter. It's pretty though, and it's blending out beautifully, and the glow is like really, really nice. But for me personally, I prefer something that's a little more pigmented, not quite as glowy. Now for the glow tape wand. I didn't mention with the blush, but you do have to twist it open in order to get the product. And you definitely want to make sure that you close that back. Otherwise, it's just going to leak everywhere. I have a lipstick that's like that, and I forgot to close it. And when I opened it, it was leaking everywhere. I'm just going to put this just right on top of my cheekbones and then just tap it out with my finger. That's pretty. The blush was already like super glowy, so it just added a little bit more glow to an already glowy cheek. I'm not disliking the look. I think that the blush has given me a very just healthy glow to the skin. It's just a little bit too much glow for me personally. I think I'm going to end up using that blush as more of a highlighter than in, just an everyday regular blush. Before we move into the eyeshadow, I did pick up a new setting spray. This is from Smashbox. It is the Photo Finish Endurance Breathable Setting Spray. Has anyone else noticed that Smashbox hasn't really been like launching anything new? I saw on a Reddit post somebody was asking if Smashbox was like closing, if they were discontinuing something, and it said that they weren't. I think they were like focusing more on other types of products. I can't remember all the details, but I've definitely noticed that Smashbox has not been like launching in a lot of new products. I think the last thing that they launched were like primers, like sometime last year. But this setting spray looked interesting to me, and I have been wanting to try some new setting sprays, so I thought we would try this one. Quite the sprayer. It doesn't come out in the mist. It kind of comes out like in a stream. So we're going to let this dry down. I'm going to prime my eyes with my Milani eyeshadow primer, and then we're going to come back and move into the eyeshadow palette that I picked up. For eyeshadow, I picked up one of these new palettes from LYS. There are 6 shades in here, 3 mattes, 3 shimmers. The palette is designed to look exactly like their face products, their blushes, their powders, their highlighters. So I thought I would grab one of these. I was intrigued by these when they first came out, but I didn't pick one up when they first launched. I went ahead and decided just to grab one with this particular order. But once again, you have 3 mattes, and then you have these 3 shimmers. The pans are kind of small, so it's going to be interesting trying to get your brush in here. But I think I'm going to put this one on the lid, maybe this one on the crease, and then this one on the outer corner. But let's start with this one over the lid. I'm just going to use one of my fluffier blending brushes here. I've never used an eyeshadow former from LYS before. Let me know down in the comments if this is the first time they've ever done them. I honestly don't know. I'm still pretty new to the brand. Ooh, that's pretty. That has kind of a terracotta, almost caramel kind of a shade. That is pretty, and it's blending beautifully. LYS is one of those brands that you can find at Sephora, you can find them in QVC. They're kind of considered higher end, but they're extremely affordable, like where higher end makeup is concerned. I think I only paid like 20 something dollars for this palette. Like, it was not pricey at all. Not by any means. It's actually probably one of the less expensive, more affordable brands in this haul. That is a beautiful shade. This palette is going to be stunning in the summertime. I'm going to take the yellow shade with this crease brush from Real Techniques, and we're just going to blend that directly into the crease. So we're going to take that right in here. I'm getting a little bit of the yellow shade, not like a whole lot, but it is adding a little bit of dimension. I mean, you can see it. You can see that orange. It's pretty. Or the yellow, rather. And I'm going to take my little detail crease brush from Beauty Bay and go into the deeper shade and lay that on the outer corner. And we're just going to blend it. We're just trying to add a little more depth in this outer corner. When it comes to like little palettes like this, there's only so many looks that you can put together. So far, this matte formula is really pretty. It's actually blending out very well. I'm not getting like a bunch of fallout or anything. Now for these shimmers, and it's quite an interesting selection of shimmers they decided to put in here. You have a bright blue, a bright pink, and then you have kind of a champagne shade here. What do I want to do? Since I'm wearing a kind of a more purpley shirt, we're going to take this pinky purple here, put that on the lid, and then take the champagne one and put that on the outer corner. For the purpley shade, I'm going to take the shaded brush from Joa. Getting a decent amount of pigment on it. I'm not going to wet my brush or anything. I just want to see what this looks like going straight to the eyelid. It's pretty. Nothing like super special or anything. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wet my brush using that Smashbox setting spray, just to see if we can amp up the color, or the shine rather, a little bit. That helped a little bit. I mean, it's a pretty shade. Like I said, it's nothing special. It's not knocking my socks off or anything. It's okay. I'm going to add a little bit more of that deeper shade to the outer corner. I like to do this after I lay down that first shimmer, just to kind of melt my two shades together. I'm going to go back in with that first shade a little bit more along this top edge. All right, now for that inner portion of the eye, and I'm just going to use this flat shaded brush. And we're going to lay this in the inner portion. This is probably just going to be my inner corner as well. Pretty, nothing special. All right, so I really like how the mattes blended out. Those are really, really beautiful, very creamy, very buttery. I had no issue with that. The shimmers, they're okay. They're not like super shiny. They're not like special or anything like that. I'm glad to have tried a new formula, but do I need this? Would I felt like I'm missing something from my collection if I didn't have this? No. I do not have a new liner for this haul, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to throw a liner on. I'm just going to use my precision liner from Rare Beauty. I'm going to pick something from my waterline, throw in some lashes, and then we're going to come back, and I picked up 3 shades of the new Speak Love Moisture Matte Lipsticks from LYS, and we're going to try one of these on. I have 3 shades of the new soft matte lipsticks from LYS, and the reason for that is because on QVC they had a 3-pack. So they had like a little bundle, and I think it was like $28 for the 3 of them, which is a really good deal because it's like $20 for one. So to get all 3 for around $28, I thought was a really good deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch these real quick, and so kind of help me decide which one that I want to try. This packaging is really nice. So this first shade is, I think this is Optimistic. The first shade is Optimistic. You have a kind of thin stilo like tube, and it's kind of, this one looks like it's gonna be more of a burgundy kind of purple, maybe. Super creamy. Ooh, that's nice. I might go with that one with this eye look. The next shade is Moody, and this one looks like it's deeper, maybe a little bit more like a deep kind of a brown pinky neutral. That's pretty. And then this last shade is Sincere. That's more of a brighter pink neutral. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one, the very first one that we swatched, Optimistic. I'm going to line my lips with this True Lip pencil. I got this from Temu. Let's see what this formula is like going on. I do like the slim tip of it. Should help give like a more precise application. That's very creamy, very comfortable, very smooth on the lips. I will say that this is more of a like hydrating cream formula. I'm not getting any matte from this at all. It's described as being a soft matte lipstick, but it's not even a soft matte. This is a straight creamy formula. There is no matte whatsoever to this, but it's pretty, it's comfortable. I am liking the way that it's looking. My lips look, you know, fairly smooth. We'll see how it wears throughout the day, but that is everything that I picked up in this kind of a luxury, more higher end haul. Let me know, guys, if you enjoyed the video. What are your thoughts? Have you tried any of these products? What did you think about the products if you have tried them? If you're new to my channel and you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you would please consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe, and make sure you tap the notification bell so you do not miss a thing. You can also follow me on my other socials. I am on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.